The Trump administration can continue its mass firings of federal employees. A U.S. judge has denied a union bid to temporarily halt the firing of thousands of federal employees on probationary status. The District Judge Christopher Cooper said that he lacked the jurisdiction to handle the complaint, and one of the several that had been filed in the court in recent days in an effort to pause the mass sackings. The judge's decision has come as around 6,700 workers at the 100,000-strong Internal Revenue Service who were on probation were being laid off. A former IRS official further said that most of the employees who were being let go worked in the tax agency's enforcement teams, less than 2 months before the U.S. income tax filing deadline of the 15th of April. A number of IRS employees posted messages on social media saying that they had been abruptly terminated and were seeking other opportunities. The National Security Employees Union and 4 other unions that represent federal employees had asked Cooper to issue a temporary restraining order preventing termination of their members. On Wednesday, another federal judge had declined a request to temporarily block Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, from firing the federal employees. A judge last week had lifted a freeze that he had temporarily imposed on a mass buyout plan that was offered by the Trump administration to federal workers. Now, according to the White House, more than 75,000 federal employees had signed on to the buyout offer. Meanwhile, a U.S. media is reporting that more than 50,000 people could be laid off at the U.S. Defense Department. And according to CNN, the firings are expected to begin as early as Friday, that is today. A New York Times report has cited former CIA officials claiming that the agency has moved to dismiss an unspecified number of officers who are working on recruiting and diversity issues in what would be one of the largest mass firings in the agency's history. Now, this report comes as Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has said that Elon Musk's DOGE will have broad access to root out previous administration programs at the Pentagon. Now, Hegseth further said that DOGE will work to find the redundancies and identify the last vestiges of the Biden priorities. Meanwhile, Musk attended the Conservative Political Action Conference, CPAC, where he wielded a chainsaw on stage, telling the cheering attendees that it was the chainsaw for bureaucracy. The chainsaw was handed over to Musk by the Argentinian President Javier Milei, who is set to meet with Musk, the American President Donald Trump, during his visit to Washington.
Get good things done, but also have a good time doing it, and and have like a sense of humor, Yeah, no, waste is pretty much everywhere. People ask how can you find waste in DC? I'm like, look, it's like being in a room, and there's target. The wall, the roofs, and the floor are all targets. So it's like you can close your eyes and go shoot in any direction. you can't miss,
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.